Hello and welcome back to Wolf vs. Ponies, and I have not done a theory video in a lot of moons, I will say that. This is a theory video, but this, of course, is talking about the worst character in MLP's fandom. I, of course, am talking about the dreaded Muffins. No, I'm just kidding. This is about the other hated character, Diamond Tiara. I'm gonna somewhat delve into her backstory, because she might have a tragic backstory, and that's why she's such a bully. Because a lot of bullies have had some sort of past experience that they want to feel superior than another. At least that's what a lot of PSAs teach us. But yeah, maybe, of course, she picks on Apple Bloom. Well, what do the two have in common that would want her to pick on Apple Bloom? Well, they both don't have a mother, of course. I mean, Apple Bloom has never met her mother, and we don't know about the mother, of course, unless, of course, you read or listened to Ink Rose's headcanon, which I feel is an okay one. I'll say that now, maybe like 4 out of 10. But also, there might be another thing that connects these two. Apple Bloom and Diamond Tiara may not have don't have cutie marks. Now, I was saying, well, we've seen Diamond Tiara's cutie mark. It's a diamond tiara, and Silver Spoon's is a silver spoon. But what if Diamond Tiara's mark is fake? What if it's actually, like, painted on? We've seen it. It's possible. Starlight Glimmer has dyed her flank in the cutie map when she spilled water on it. But also, what if actually she hasn't found her cutie mark yet, and she was given a cutie mark? What if somehow some other great wizard that could take cutie marks away happened to give Diamond Tiara one of another's at least? So of course that's a theory, but also I'm already on the topic of Starlight Glimmer, so why not go further? Why not actually suggest that Starlight Glimmer is related to Diamond Tiara? This theory, it has some ground to hold up, but of course people have another theory. Starlight Glimmer is already Sunset Shimmer's mom, but where's the evidence for that? Only their names are the same and they're unicorns. That's it. They have no other things in common. I mean, of course, they were both villains, but I've done some research, and Diamond Tiara holds a lot more evidence with her that Starlight Glimmer could actually be the mom that walked out on her, and that's why she's such a jerk to Apple Bloom and her friends. Also, what if, like I said, Diamond Tiara may not even have a true cutie mark? Maybe she was given it, because Starlight Glimmer does have that ability to take away one's mark and gift it onto some other pony. That's how all the equalist things come from. Because, I mean, if everyone's cutie mark is an equal sign, why are some people blank flanks? So, yeah. The equal mark is something that she could have just put on with her magic, of course. So, like I said earlier, Starlight Glimmer, Diamond Tiara, related. My evidence for this? Well, of course, yeah, I mean, just look at the two of them. They have a streak of some other color. Their their fur is both some sort of pink/lavender alongside their hair. It's very similar in their appearance. But when you look at Sunset Shimmer and Starlight Glimmer, there's nothing connecting those two. But also, I talked about how Starlight Glimmer could be Aria Blaze. That's a possibility, but I still feel like this theory is also one worth mentioning, because not only do they look similar, but the two act similar. Now, of course, if everybody knows Diamond Tiara, but Starlight Glimmer we barely got a glimpse of, and from her 2 episodes, a lot of people have already come up to the assumptions that, of course, she's obsessed with cutie marks, and some people even theorize that she might have even wanted to put on Twilight's mark. Not sure if that's possible, but let's go back to the main topic here. Starlight Glimmer, of course, her whole mindset was to take Twilight's mark to show to the world that someone would adopt their ideology of the equalists, much like the equalists in The Legend of Korra. But, of course, she took the person's mark. Her entire philosophy depends on ponies with their cutie marks. Now look at Diamond Tiara. Her method of bullying, except for Fight to the Finish, in all the episodes, it was all about calling Apple Bloom, Sweet Belle, and Scootaloo blank flanks. That's it. That is the most insulting thing ever, apparently, in MLP, because that means you've probably gone through puberty or something. I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, her entire mindset is fixated on these ponies don't have cutie marks, they're blanklings, I'm better than them. And speaking of being better than another, they both have a sort of superiority complex to them. I mean, they both are leaders as well. Diamond Tiara leads Silver Spoon and at one point Babseed when she had her gang against the like anti-CMC pretty much. But another thing about it is that when we look at Starlight Glimmer, she is a leader of her own cult / town. Okay, both of these are leaders. Of course, people can adopt that sort of trait. In fact, some people can even be born with the trait of being a leader from their parents. These ponies have 4 things in common. Starlight Glimmer and Sunset Shimmer only have 2 things in common. One of them is their race. Now, of course, that begs the question, how could Diamond Tiara and Starlight Glimmer be related? Diamond Tiara is an earth pony, and, I mean, Starlight Glimmer is a unicorn. Doesn't take a genius to know that. But also, I've got a question for you. How are pumpkin cake and pound cake related to the cakes? They are a Pegasus and a unicorn born from 2 earth ponies. Okay, doesn't take a genius to know that. It doesn't take a genius to know that that seems a lot more far-fetched than a Pegasus being related to an earth pony or a unicorn being related to an earth pony. If it works from those 2, so it's like if a Pegasus and a unicorn were to elope with one another, they could produce the offspring of an earth pony because they both have that earth pony build. But how do 2 earth ponies create a Pegasus and a unicorn? That is where the genetics line gets crossed, and that's where the idea that the 2 of them could have cheated comes from. Now back to the main topic, Starlight Glimmer. She is a unicorn. Now look at Filthy Rich. He's an earth pony. Okay, with genetics, there's a high chance that they could produce the offspring of an earth pony. I mean, heck, I'll put up a Punnett square of it right here. You have the traits. Let's look at the traits of them. You have a unicorn trait and an earth pony trait, while Filthy Rich is pretty much all earth pony. 50% chance to birth an earth pony. Okay, it's 50-50 chance, and it's still a high possibility because it's an earth and an earth trait. It's not a unicorn and an earth trait. Plus, if in fact unicorn traits are recessive, then that's almost a 100% chance that their offspring is an earth pony. So, Filthy Rich could have met Starlight Glimmer somehow. They could have fallen in love at some point in their lives, birthed a child, and then Starlight Glimmer created her philosophy and left Diamond Tiara when she was young, and that's why she picks on Apple Bloom, because she wants to push all of her, not hatred of her mother, but all of the sadness and emptiness of a mother that she feels. She wants to push all of that onto Apple Bloom, who also doesn't have a mother. Now, of course, I could just be talking right out of my ass for this, but yeah, it's still a possibility that Starlight Glimmer is Diamond Tiara's mother. But I want to know what you guys think, if in fact this actually reaches anybody. But this has been Wolf vs. Ponies, and I will see you all later.